everyone, and welcome to the Video Game Choo-Choo podcast. John's here, hello, and it was another week of updates that John cares about.
Oh boy.
Last week was Pokemon, now we got the Smash Bros.
I'm sorry. John, I'm so sorry about what happened.
I'm okay, actually. I completely got over it.
Okay, that's good. You were not to put you too much on blast, you were very upset for a bit there.
So, I guess we could just go right into it. But first I have to introduce you two. Scott, you're here.
Hello, I'm Scott.
And Rose, you're also here.
Hi, I'm also here.
I guess we'll just get straight into it. I do think it sucks, but I also think it sucks in like a kind of a funny way. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's fine. I
have one take about it.
We'll get to it in a moment. Let's actually say what it is. Oh, okay.
Quick dancing around this bullshit.
Yeah, we should say what it is and then talk about it.
Uh-huh.
So they had the Super Smash Bros. Direct. It was half an hour long. And everyone was like, oh boy, what weirdo character is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Dante? Is it gonna be Arl? Is it gonna be Travis Touchdown? Is it gonna be Agumon? And it was Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
You know, really, I have to say this is Nintendo's fault that people are upset. Normally, I would say, like, people are just being upset unreasonably, but Nintendo did say at the outset of the Fighter Pass that all of them would be surprising. And I don't think this is surprising.
Is that a real thing?
That is a real thing they said, because they said it after Joker. Yeah. After Joker, they went out of their way to say, you will be surprised by all of them. We're reaching out to multiple partners, and you'll be surprised by every fighter in the pack.
I mean, 4 out of 5, like, really out there picks.
They're really good
still,
ones.
Like,
Byleth's
still good.
Whatever, but... Yeah.
I think, here's the thing is, they were going to put Byleth in no matter what.
Yeah, of course.
Like, that was just inevitably going to happen. I think I like it, actually. I'm a big
I'm shocked that the Fire Emblem liker would like it, because I also like it. I'm with you.
No, I actually think the character themselves look really interesting. Like, they're supposedly a lot slower, but they have so much different tech that I think is really cool. Like they have a lot of like slow attacks that like have different properties that allow you to mix up really interestingly. Like the bow is a charge up bow attack, but it's not like you hold down a charge. Is you start a charge, or you can hold it to do an even stronger charge, but it's on a set amount of time no matter what. And that kind of stuff is really interesting to me because I feel like that's the kind of play style I'm really used to, especially playing as a character like Palutena for so long. I feel like I will actually really slot into that character super well, especially because it's one I do genuinely like.
Mm-hmm. So I don't fully hate that Byleth is in the game. Like, I feel like the weight that Fire Emblem has in Smash Brothers is a bit frustrating.
It's the same amount as Mario characters.
No, Mario has one more. They have the same amount as Pokemon. Which, I don't know. Like, I feel like when people start talking about slots and they start talking about, like, oh man, there shouldn't be this, like, I think that brings up an issue where it's just like, that's too much, but...
That genuinely drives me mad.
Someone did post an image that kind of made me realize why people are really frustrated with the Fire Emblem stuff, though, is that a lot of the characters do look very similar, and a lot of them play very similarly. Like, they showed a picture of, hey, like, why aren't people as upset about Pokemon as they are Fire Emblem? And they were like, well, they would be if it looked like this. And it was just like Pikachu and Pichu and like all the like Pikachu clones from all the other Pokemon games. And it's like, that does make more sense. Like, so, yeah, like, I mean...
Like, I have been frustrated about this too, because like Fire Emblem's a game with a ton of classes, and they literally only ever do the one class every time. Like, yeah. Robin is the closest they've gotten to branching out. And like, it's really frustrating, like, with this game specifically, like, Granted, they're giving Byleth all 3 weapons or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's like if they had just like Edelgard, like Edelgard would have been magic and an axe. Like that would have been,
But they can't do Edelgard because then they would also have to do Claude and they would also have to do Dimitri, which, in my humble opinion, is what should have happened.
I do they should have put Micaiah in when they put Ike in.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah, yes. They
should put Micaiah in.
I mean, they should just make a Fire Emblem fighting game at this point.
Yes, that was what I was trying to say. Like, one, they should absolutely do that, but at the same time, like, I think the way that they implement characters is really cool and unique. Like, they've only gotten better at designing characters, and I feel like a lot of them were kind of designed with the same ethos, like, over the last few games. So it's really hard. It's really hard to, like, look at that roster and feel anything but, like, I don't necessarily like how many Fire Emblem characters, and I don't like how similar they are. But I do think with Byleth, it's a step in the right direction, because they're trying to make a character that's way more unique while still being a Fire Emblem, which I can respect.
I just really hope that, because, this one was the Everyone is Here game. I think after this, if they do make another Smash Brothers game, which, obviously it feels evil to even talk about it, but I will just say, if they do that again, I think the thing that they need to do is they need to trim down the roster, and they need to focus on redesigning a lot of those old characters. Like,
probably, yeah.
I feel like around Smash 4 is when Sakurai really figured out how to make, like, characters that match their games and, like, are super expressive and super unique. Like, if you compare Sonic to Mega Man, like, Sonic has some interesting ideas, but, like, if you think about how much love and care, like, you can tell went into Mega Man, where Sonic is just like, oh, he rolls in the ball.
Yeah, Sonic should turn into a werehog. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, I agree. He should have had a sword.
He does have a sword.
You're both off the shits, but I respect your gusto.
What if he brought out Knuckles and Tails and did the bombs like in Sonic Heroes, like when they throw them out?
That would be cool.
You're absolutely off the rocker, but still, like, it's just, I feel like they need to go back and touch up these characters. Like, just think about how Mario plays. Like, Mario,
I don't want to.
I mean, yeah,
Mario's
but, like,
not that bad. I feel like they went out of their way to really, like, give
Mario,
him a bit more of a
that?
unique identity. Well, yeah, Dr. Mario's the same as Mario. Like,
no, he's not. He's Melee Mario. That's the problem.
God damn it. But, like, what I'm saying is, I feel like they went out of their way to give Mario a unique identity as a fighting game character. He has the stereotypical fireball that you give a Ryu type. But he also has, like, here's a move that flips the opponent backwards. That is an interesting, like, mechanic for a game that's
from. You know what? I'm thinking about that right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
That's not what the cape does.
Yeah, like,
yes,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like they made these characters in the way that, like, their movesets both match their personalities and their games, and also have interesting game mechanics. And, like, yeah, you're right that, like, the cape is an interesting attack, but that's not Mario. That's not Super Mario. That is just a flip move. Like, that has nothing to do with Super Mario Brothers,
I feel you. I feel you, but it's like, as an interpretation of Mario in a fighting game, like, I think it's fairly solid. I don't know. It's hard to really express that, like, because, like, what would Mario do? Mario would, like, jump on people, and in this game,
he has
there's,
all the suits is the thing that they don't really take advantage of.
Thing. You can make him into
a
Tanuki.
Yeah, Tanuki.
Yeah, I mean, hell, yeah.
Hammer,
like,
bro.
If we want to touch on, oh, hey, Mario side B has to turn people around, the Tanuki tail, just have him use the Tanuki tail, Like, he could just spin around and hit people with it. Like, that would fit better than the cape.
I would like it if he did, like, a cape spinning move, sort of like, Super Mario World.
I wish you could do, like, the flying thing if you were really good. You know what I mean? Like the infinite cape boing.
Yeah,
boing, and just zoom around. Bring
That would
back
be
That's what I'm
fighting
trying.
from Brawl.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that like they can very much redo a lot of these older characters, and I think that would be the smart thing to do for stuff like that.
But the thing is now, like, Smash isn't a culmination of a whole bunch of different games. Smash is a legacy in itself, and these characters have mechanical identities unique to Smash. And like, I think if you go around changing that stuff, that would have a pretty bad. That would probably have like a pretty bad reaction to the player base who've grown, especially in a fighting game, who've grown really accustomed to how these certain characters control. Like,
I almost want to say too bad because I feel like it needs to shake up.
You're not the ideal like player base for that.
But I think
if you're not,
I agree with this argument only because like, listen, look at the Melee players, okay? Like, they just play Melee forever, and like, if people just have to play Smash Ultimate forever, like, because they want to play whatever this specific one, I think that's fine. I think like it would be more interesting if they diversified these games because the old game will always be there.
I agree, and I think like and the thing about fighting games is like they redesign characters all the time. They tend to like do pretty wild changes while at the same time, at least the good fighting games like try to maintain a mechanical core that's very similar to like, you know, how you played Street Fighter 2 with Ryu, you know? Like, you can still do the fireballs, you can still do the dragon punches. Granted, Smash doesn't have that big of a legacy, but I think when it comes to, like, any fighting game series, like, that kind of mechanical legacy is, like, a pretty important thing to hang on to.
I don't think they should change the inputs, because that's the thing, is that they should always keep those inputs consistent. I think Smash Bros. Having that A and B button directional thing, like nothing else has something like that besides all the clones, but that is Smash's identity, and I think as long as that control scheme is still there, you can change what the moves do and what you can do with them and still keep them consistent and still keep it a game that people will still want to play.
What I'm trying to say is identity is not limited to control scheme. Identity is also, like, unique characters and unique personalities. And it's, like, as cool as it would be to have Mario specifically just jump on people for attacks, or use, like,
I think that's
the millions of, like...
But like, he can punch, like, he does the things in Super Mario 64. What if you turn into a bee?
What I'm saying is, like, they have already like come up with and solidified a material like identity for this character in the context of Smash, and it's like the idea of changing that wildly just to like fit a more specific like play style or like a different like philosophy is strange to me.
At the very least, I think they should fix Sonic, because that poor motherfucker is...
put Shadow in instead.
They should put Shadow in. I think Sonic goes fast.
I mean, I think... I will say, points to your argument, I will say that, like, nobody knew who Captain Falcon was before Smash Bros. And now you can just get up in front of people and go, Falcon! And they'll go, punch! Like, they know that. So, like... You're right, but also, like, another character that I think they need to touch up, like, you know, like, they kind of sort of did it, but, like, think about Ganondorf. Like, Ganondorf shouldn't be a Captain Falcon clone. There's no fucking reason for that. Like, that's crazy that he's still like that. Yeah, he should float and
throw a ball at people and they can reflect it back. That'd be great.
And, like, straight up, they're in Project M. I don't know exactly who made it, if it was like part of the official Project M package or whatever, but I've seen like an Ocarina of Time Ganondorf character that like does the floating, does the throwing, the fireballs, has the sword, everything that you would want, and it's like that's what Ganondorf should be, especially if you're gonna make him the Ocarina of Time version in this game. Like,
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, like it should be a case by case basis, but also I would love to see, like, obviously I want new characters too, but I would love it if they were like, hey, we're cutting it down to like 40 something characters. Here's a bunch of new characters, and also here's like a bunch of the like returning classics, and here's a bunch of the returning classics that we're touching up. You know, like I think that would be the smartest thing to do for the next Smash.
It'll probably get treated like any other fighting game does, and I do think like some characters probably need some pretty significant reworks. But like I think if you're changing the mechanical whole of a lot of characters, maybe like under the pretense of we want to make characters more unique, that could work. But like to me, like a lot of these characters already have mechanical identity, like
sure.
The idea that like Mario is is functionally a Ryu is, I think, pretty core to his role in Smash Bros.
Yeah, but then like I don't know.
But then look at Ryu.
Yeah, but Ryu is functionally way different in Smash Brothers.
I'm of two minds here, because another character that I'm thinking about is like, well, then you talk about Luigi, and Luigi could have some kind of like poltergust based like moveset, but then also like the missile, like his side B is like such an iconic thing.
Yeah.
But then you're like, why the fuck does he have a missile move? You know, like Luigi doesn't just rocket around. Like it's just
because it's fucking wacky, like Luigi is. But I think Luigi should be 100% untouched, but his grab should be his vacuum.
It already is. Straight up.
Then we're done.
That's how it is.
We're good. Luigi nailed. Got it.
I think that he should still have tripping from Brawl enabled because of how shitty he is to play in the early Mario games.
I'm just glad that he kicks his feet like a gangsta in this one.
You know what? I forgot to say my one take.
Oh, please do.
It is nonsense that they said that Rex was too soon for Smash to put him in if they're going to put Byleth in now.
Yes, I was also going to say
it's
that.
Just a lie now.
Which character is Rex?
He's the Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh, okay.
They put an outfit in the season pass, and Sakurai said, "Oh, it was too soon. It came out too quick for Smash. It came out a year before Smash."
That's the thing, though, is like Xenoblade Chronicles is like not a mainline Nintendo property, while Fire Emblem at this point is.
Yeah, it is.
It is though. Xenoblade 2 sold so much.
Yeah, Xenoblade 2 was like one of the top 10 sellers for like ages on Switch.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of justifications for this stuff are inherently going to be bad, and whoever gets the blame on this stuff.
Well, listen,
is
my problem is he said they were going to put him in. That's the problem. Like he literally said they were going to, but it was too soon.
There's another fighter pass coming out.
They won't.
They won't though, because he already said they're not going to put him in now. And it's just a load of shit because fucking Byleth came out after the game, and like,
yeah, that means the higher ups at Nintendo sat down and were like, "You need to put the next Fire Emblem character in." Like that.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Like that's
frustrating.
That is. That's how business works.
It's frustrating. It sucks.
Smash is not a piece of art.
It sucks. It sucks. I'm gonna say it sucks.
I think Smash is pretty good, but we gotta recognize that it is all about commercial viability. And like, I don't know.
You would say that, but then they put Terry Bogard in just to appease Sakurai, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, of course, because he's the director. He largely has a lot of say in this.
If he had a lot of say, then they would have put Veridi in.
Yeah, if he had a lot of say, they probably. If he had a lot of say, they probably would have put Rex in, because he was like talking about that game for like 3 months in his like Famitsu articles. Like he was obsessed with that game.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm just mad. I'm just mad at their nonsense excuses.
I don't know. To me, whenever I hear this shit, it just sounds like WWE fantasy booking to me, and my brain just shuts off.
It's mainly, I wouldn't be upset about something. I mean, like, listen, I would be way more upset about not Dante not being it if I was upset for, like, these reasons. But, like, it's just because, like, I'm tired of Nintendo especially getting away with just saying things all the time. And everyone's just like, oh, yes, Nintendo, it's great. They just say shit, like, constantly.
Yeah. Like they shouldn't have said that. Like Sakurai should not have said, "Oh, we were planning on putting Rex in." Like that just makes it suck.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I don't follow this nearly as closely as y'all do. Apparently, it's just like I don't know who the Royal
I'm
Bay
invested
is
in the
a lot of
Xenoblade.
regards.
Okay,
No,
so
of course
I know.
I respect it. I respect it.
Wonder Red should be in.
Wonder Red should be in. I agree.
So okay, let me just run down everything. So yes, Byleth is in both boy and girl versions. There's a Garrick Mock stage that they're adding. They're adding new music. Byleth's whole thing is that they have access to the other weapons from the other three lords. So Claude's bow, Demetrius' spear, and Edelgard's axe. They're all like mapped to the different directions on the stick based on like your up side. I think it's like like
the bow is neutral.
Neutral
the axe
B
is down, and the
side
like
B is the
spear,
spear,
side.
and then all the like up stuff is the sword. It's the sword of the creator.
Yes.
See, like so, fucking Kirby's just gonna have the bow. Like that sucks.
Yes. Yeah.
Kirby does get the hair.
Yeah, but at that point, just get Claude's hair.
That would actually be a really good touch.
Yeah. I think, like, I don't know, if they're gonna do the Kirby thing for that, they should just give Kirby the sword of the creator. Give him the default.
Yes. Yeah.
Here's my two big gripes about this. One, I think in the Garrick Mock stage, when you're down in the shopkeeping area, and the two booths are, like, the two booths that you can destroy get destroyed, I feel like Anna should walk out and go, "Ah, what the fuck did you do?" and just start yelling at you.
I agree.
I think that should have happened. And also, I think it's real fucked up that like the final smash. And granted, this is a not finalized, so this could change. But the final smash for Byleth looks really awful. It's like a weird hyper version of Ruptured Heaven, which is like the super attack that Byleth gets in the game. I feel like it should have just been that attack and not like a weird, crappier looking version of it.
Yeah, like Sothis like appears in the background and she's like this shitty looking JPEG.
She's a JPEG, yeah. I feel like if they're gonna change anything, that's probably what they're gonna change. Is they're gonna make her look less artifacted. But
I think that they should have just made the final smash one of the three houses comes in. I feel like that should have been the thing. And they come in and they do that thing that they do in all the cutscenes that's really scary, where like Edelgard will say something and everyone just like thwumps in. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They should just do that.
So I guess so there were two other like little bits of news here. I guess they showed off some more Mii Fighter costumes. And one of them is Cuphead.
Cuphead's in.
Yeah, Cuphead is a Mii Fighter costume. And also they're adding a song from Cuphead. I think it's like the song that plays when you fight the flower. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, probably.
It's cool. It's like Cuphead's clearly supposed to be the Sans, but Cuphead is not like I think nearly as admired as Sans. So it seems weird, but also it's still kind of cool.
I mean, it's really cool, like a really nice cut. Cuphead's a good game. I'm glad to see it being represented in Smash. More indie representation is good.
Should have put.
And
Hollow
also,
Knight in.
Sakurai mentioned because we knew that there was going to be another batch of characters added, and Sakurai confirmed that there will be not just 5 characters like this Fighter's Pass, but there will be 6 more characters over the next, I think, like year or so. So yeah, we got 6 more DLC characters. I'm just gonna say
theorizing.
What?
I said start your theorizing.
Not right now.
Okay.
Actually, okay. I have one theory, and it's less a theory. It's less a theory and more, and it's more just something to get ready for, especially since we got Byleth. I'm gonna say one of those characters is gonna be one of the Sword and Shield starters.
Yeah, probably.
Suck though.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Inteleon.
Because it's the one everyone's horny for, yeah.
They all
Yes.
suck. I really like. I started off being like Cinderace is fine, but like the first three are like some of the weakest starters to me personally. Like they're fine, but then like everything after that is just awful. I don't want to
Rose,
see it. What?
I would agree with you if Inteleon did not shoot people with a finger gun.
Yeah, no, that's like funny, but it looks really shitty in the game when it happens.
It looks great when it happens. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it looks terrible.
It's perfect.
That's it. That's all I have to say right now. I don't want to go into it. I'm not in the mood.
Whoa.
I know that sounds insane, but John
Wow.
Machonsky not being in the
You
mood.
okay?
I know. I'm fine.
I think
You
Dante
sure?
should be in Smash.
I
just think
Dante should
about
be
it a
in
lot.
Smash.
I think Travis Touchdown should be in Smash.
Dante
Travis
has so
Touchdown
many
should be in
moves.
Smash.
Like, think how fun it would be. Like, people would initially
Cool.
be... I saw an insane person on Twitter that was talking about leaks, who was leaking stuff or whatever, really show their ass with how little they know about anything and how desperate they were for attention, I guess,
Wow.
by saying that Dante's gonna be in and they're gonna do an Echo Fighter of Virgil because they play the same. And I just sat there, like, enraged
No.
at the audacity that they would imply that Dante and Virgil play the same in anything ever. They
Oh,
don't.
God.
No, they don't. Guy, you said that you wanted to transition to something else.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about it, Rose, just now, but I'm watching the Final Fantasy Tactics Salty Bet-esque thing called Final Fantasy Tactics Battleground, and it's, if you have not watched this, it's something. So essentially a person has built this tool on a modded version of the original PS1 version of Final Fantasy Tactics, which means it doesn't have any of the extra classes that War of the Lions added, but whatever, no Dark Knights or whatever. Who cares? You get calculators in this. That's what matters. So what this tool does is it randomizes a save file that adds a bunch of 4-person teams that are like seeded by people in the chat, like playing and betting along, based on like the skills that they've purchased while betting, and like or just like grabbing their name and seeding a character from that. It's real interesting, but like you get these really, really cool team comps you like never get out of vanilla Final Fantasy Tactics, and this makes it so watchable.
Have you ever seen the mod that puts Dante in?
Dante's in?
There's a mod for Final Fantasy Tactics that puts Dante in, and it's like so fully featured, it's insane. Like they wrote dialogue
whips.
for him and other people, and like they made the little sprite, the little portrait. Look like, it's incredible. I gotta find it for you later.
That's rad. I would play Dante in this. Even though like this is Final Fantasy Tactics, a game that has Cloud Strife in it, it doesn't have any of the unique characters seated in. I think that's something that's going to be added later, maybe. But I feel like that would kind of break the delicate non-balance of this game. Because instead of just getting these weird, straightforward matches where a bunch of strong characters are fighting a bunch of strong characters, the entire builds are completely randomized. So you get these, like... You can get, like, a summoner that for some reason is just holding 2 guns. And shit like that. Just, like, real dumb bullshit. And a lot of the times, the characters that get rolled in are often these unused classes that, like, most people who play this game are like, I'm gonna go with the straightforward damage dealer, or I'm gonna use, like, all of these really obviously good classes. And not classes like the Mime, which is a class that has, like, no discernible skills of their own, but if it will do an action that another person on their team does. So, if you get a Mime rolled into the team you're betting on, there is a chance that they will be extremely effective based on the fact that you can put the Mime, like, pretty much anywhere, and it might be useful. because it's like a character that doesn't have a super complex build. It's very straightforward, and also like really annoying to use in normal play, but just watching AI do it is so fucking cool. Because they pull off these really ridiculous combinations that you never see. Like, you'll have a dancer, which dancers have their own set of skills that universally hit all of their team or all of the enemy team. They're generally pretty weak, and like any damage dealing skills they have are not super strong. But you can have a mime on your team at the same time, so when a dancer goes to use their skills, the mime also does it at the same time. So it's like you immediately double your damage output. If you're like trying to apply buffs to people, you like have twice a chance to do it. You have like so much weird shit that this game does that like you just don't get out of vanilla Final Fantasy Tactics. It's so interesting because you see these team comps and you think, I think this team might be stronger based on the way it's put together. And then you're completely wrong because one of them might be holding like the worst possible like weapons they could be using for that class. It's so cool. And I've been watching it at work, just like passively on in the background. I've been like buying skills that come up when I like get a good amount of wins and stuff. It's just so fucking good. I think you should check this thing out if you're interested. If you like that salty bet style of like interactive Twitch stuff, it's twitch.tv/FFT Battleground. It's cool.
So this isn't really related, but I was just thinking to myself, this just popped into my head while you were talking. Do you ever think how it's fucked up in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for PC and I think some consoles as well, not Game Boy ones, like the 3D one, like the platformers. Like you get all those beans and they judge you how many beans you get or something like that, like however many points everyone gets at the end. And then at the end of the month or whatever, the end of the semester, Dumbledore goes like, oh, good job, Gryffindor, you win. Harry gets to go into the bean room? Just Harry? I think that's fucked. I was just thinking about this. I don't know why. I was just thinking it's really fucked up. Let everyone else in the bean room. Yeah, why just him? Also, it's kind of dystopic. Because the beans in that world are a brand, right? Like, it's like, it'd be like if in school they were like, oh, good job, like, I don't even know, good job, 9th graders, you get to go into the KFC room. I don't know, like, but only one. But only one.
Going to the Nestle Crunch room.
Yeah, the Nestle Crunch room. There you go. That's better. That's
KFC room.
The KFC room. Only one person gets to go in, and they come out looking like a cartoon character, like when they have the giant stomach.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry for this derail. I was just like, it was rattling around my head how fucked up it is. Like,
Rose, you need to talk about something else, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's a bean room.
Talk about something else, please. I beg you.
Okay. You know what's basically a bean room is Destiny 2.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they're trying to, carrot on the end of the stick, the bean on the end of the stick, as it were.
All right.
But no, I'm playing a bunch of Destiny 2. I finished Shadowkeep, which is one of the worst expansions I've ever seen to anything before.
Yeah, I've heard it's really bad.
Okay, so Scott, you played Destiny 1, right?
Yeah, I played Destiny 1, and I played through Destiny 2 through the first 2 expansions. I stopped before
Forsaken.
Forsaken, yeah.
You missed out with that one, but I wouldn't say like nowadays you would have missed out. You just missed out like in the moment of like that. You know what I mean?
I've heard nothing but good things about Forsaken, and I would be interested in playing that. But
I think like it would still be like
that's
good
pretty much it.
If you played it today. But I think the problem with it is that like so much of the way Destiny designs things now is based around like these like puzzles and like gradual reveals, even more so than any other live game, I would say. But that's besides the point. So I finished Shadowkeep.
They try to do a bunch of... Sorry to interrupt, but they try to do like a bunch of community like
right now
weird events.
right now they have the Corridors of Time thing going on, where it was an area in the game that's like a bunch of timelines that are branching, and they just added this new thing where it's like people have to map out these endless hallways and figure out like what the hell's going on with them. And it's nobody's figured it out yet.
That sounds kind of cool.
I mean, people are really liking it. I think like they're just sort of exhausted because they didn't expect it to keep going.
It's an interesting rework of like something like the Endless Forest, which at inception fucking sucked ass.
It sure did.
Infinite Forest, sorry.
They've actually this recent season they've actually reworked a lot of Mercury stuff.
That's cool.
Where that stuff was based, and they actually reworked it partly for the Halloween events. I don't know if you ever did any of them, but they made the Infinite Forest into like the Infinite Haunted Forest, and you had to go there and like just do stuff, and they'd put like a spooky filter over it and stuff. It was like charming.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's neat.
But Shadowkeep, bad. That's what I need to talk about. So in Shadowkeep, it's like 4 hours long. This is a full paid expansion. You have to pay like $40, I think it is, or $30, something like that. And it's 4 hours long. All you do in it is 3 strikes that were in Destiny 1. The entire area you're exploring is from Destiny 1, with a couple things added on, I'll grant. They did add some things to make it more fleshed out. But they do those 3 things from Destiny 1, and then you fight all 3 bosses from Destiny 2, like end of campaign bosses that you fought before, and then weird. It ends on a jump cut.
Cool.
Where they finally put the darkness in the game.
Right. I heard like they added an actually fairly interesting new enemy type in the darkness, where it's like you need certain types of weapons that can possibly penetrate their weird shields.
Yeah.
Like it's not a different style of play. It's a style of play they had in Destiny 1 that they got rid of in Destiny 2 and then just brought back in this, but
that's
made it more
in general.
Yeah. Made it more like obtuse, I guess.
But it's just like seeing like how like very like half-hearted it was is kind of like maddening almost, because like since I started playing, I mentioned this I think last time, but the microtransactions in Destiny are insane now. Like,
yeah, they're horrifying.
It got to the point where literally when Shadowkeep came out, they added a new type of microtransaction on top of all the other ones because they added finishers in.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
and like all of the finishers are only come from the thing. You also, I don't know if you know this, but they don't give you the free loot boxes anymore.
Really? Like as level up rewards?
Yeah, you used to level up and you get it.
It's a
battle pass.
Season pass now. Yeah.
And you don't.
Pass.
They give you loot boxes every like 10 levels or so, but inside the loot boxes, they're loot boxes from last season or 2 seasons ago.
Oh, good. So you don't even get the cool new thing.
Yep.
You pretty much have to spend money on it.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah. And it's not cheap either. Like when you buy the armor, it's like $20 for the armor, which Final Fantasy doesn't even do most of the time. And it's bad because I think specifically the reason that it's so noticeable in a game like Destiny is that Destiny is so perpetually in a dearth of content, which is like baffling to me. Because like comparison point, I know Final Fantasy is a subscription game, but I mean at this point Destiny's almost a subscription game since you have to buy the season passes.
I mean, I guess like
not comparable level, but like
the fact that you can like just hop into Destiny right now and play the main game and play like the main base game like completely free, I think is very.
I mean, you can do the same for Final Fantasy.
I suppose
they did change that, so
I think the accessibility of it is kind of what like makes it at least a little bit more appealing than Final Fantasy, in the sense of like you don't necessarily like you don't need to keep paying a subscription, but you do need to pay for these like large content drops, which is not insubstantial. And
but the thing that's like frustrating about this stuff is like, so when Final Fantasy, when a patch drops, for comparison, let's say a season or a patch, there's like usually 5 to 6 new outfits for everyone. Like every individual class gets like 5 to 6 new outfits. When Destiny releases a patch, you get like 1, maybe 2, and then they put like 6 on the cash shop.
Jesus Christ.
It's gotten like really bad. And it's like unfortunate because I mean, this isn't like to the detriment of like content to play in that game. I don't think like there's plenty to do. Maybe not if you're like a no life player of that game or you're like all caught up to it or something.
Yeah, there was a while there where like all of the Destiny YouTubers were really, really upset by the lack of content in Destiny 2 because you couldn't grind random drops.
It's I wish they would never listen to those people because they keep listening to them and it makes the game worse every time.
It sucks so bad.
But yeah, like I've been enjoying to talk about actual me playing. That's not me complaining because now I sound like the subreddit.
Real quick, there is like a pretty noticeable bug when it comes to microtransactions, right?
Oh yeah, they just removed it yesterday.
Oh, they finally fixed it.
They finally did it. But basically,
like, bug?
There was a bug, and maybe it was really a bug, but it was a bug that lasted like over a month.
It lasted months.
It lasted like 3 months,
Yeah.
Where the microtransaction store was constantly telling you to go visit it. Like it was a quest objective.
There was just always a quest marker on it.
Yeah, and it was grim.
Just fucking insidious.
It's just like that stuff's really disappointing because like when you play actual Destiny, like I've been going through a bunch of old content and stuff like that from just after Forsaken when I stopped. It's really good stuff. Like there's really original like good ideas that they've been working with. Like there's this thing called the Menagerie where you go in and like it's like randomized slightly easier raid puzzles with like firefight Halo type stuff where they're
That's
like
cool.
Like there's the one where it's like you go in this room and it's like, oh, if you kill these floating eye enemies or whatever, you take their laser from their eye and just shoot it at crystals to destroy them in like an order and stuff like that. Like it's like it's like fun, like, you know, like little raid puzzles, but like on a way more casual level. And there's just like a lot of options for everything now. Like they finally made those Nightfalls, the super harder strikes or whatever, matchmaking. They have matchmaking now.
Sick.
Yeah, and there's multiple modes of Gambit now, which Gambit's great. I love Gambit. I know some people have issues with it, but I think it's really fun. It's like Firefight Versus from Halo, but like way more better tuned. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm going to do some raids soon, which I'm looking forward to because I've only done like one Destiny raid and I enjoyed it, but
oh wow, get ready.
Yeah,
get ready for like the most negative positive experience you've ever had. I mean, you've raided in other MMOs, so I'm sure you know, but it's like it gets way more stressful when it's like 6 people and you know for a fact one dude is fucking up every single time.
I'm familiar with this. That's Final Fantasy.
Enjoy.
I did most of Leviathan up to the final boss, and it was really easy, like right when it came out, and everyone was like, how are you so good? This is my humble brag right here. Everyone was like, why are you so good at this? And I was like, it's so easy. You people don't know real pain. You don't know Final Fantasy raids.
It's not necessarily that the raids in Destiny are like hard. It's more that they're more obtuse, you know?
Yeah, like, they're more puzzle based.
They require a lot of what's the word? They require like a lot of what the fuck is the word? What am I thinking of? They require like a lot of finesse, like cohesive teamwork, and like people need to be on their shit, like to do the thing they need to do. But if you have a team that's good enough at it, like you can pretty much just queue up with randos, like you know or like if the randos are good enough at it, then it's like you don't necessarily need a whole bunch of just really good play or really good friends or really close people. In fact, I've found that the game, it can be way more stressful with friends than it is with randos. But yeah, like you could still get the randos who will fuck it up for you, but it's, you know, it's only as bad as, not necessarily you make it, but like it's, you know, I've done so many raids in Destiny at this point. Like I've done Vault of Glass, I've done the Crota one, I can't remember what it's called. I did Callus. Oh, what are all the other ones? I did Taken King. Like all of like all of the Destiny 1 ones and like the first Destiny 2 one, and it's like it's a really, really good experience when it goes super well. And every time it fucking goes bad, it's the dirt worst.
Yeah.
And it's like you only really know if that's going to happen like once you start playing, pretty much. But good luck. I believe in you.
I'm sure it'll be fine. My girlfriend's a real one of those no life gamers I just mentioned about Destiny. So
which raid are you doing? All
of them. We're just gonna do all of them.
I don't know if I have high enough light level to do Callus with you, but I might be able to. Maybe. If you need me, well, you have my sword.
They're a full squad of they're like a huge clan or something, so it's probably full. But I'll let you know.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's enough. Destiny for John. I'm sorry, John.
This is so fucked up.
I'm back.
I spent all of my money on blue team just now because this is a really solid team. They got a black Coriel, which is the one that can petrify people, and they have the solid snake monster who's really good, and they have a ninja and a knight. It's like, wow, this team looks so strong, and everyone's betting on them. I'm just gonna bet my whole stack. Multiple people on the other team had the ability to petrify. So they just petrified the entire team.
That really is recreating Salty Bet pretty good, I think, that experience.
It's real wild. This game is really something.
Alright. Let's see here. Should we do news or should we get into the cursed corner?
I think we still got games to talk about.
We can break it up. Games. Let's break it up. Do some news. Let's do some news. Break it up, yeah.
Alright, let's do some news. Go
for it.
Alright, so I guess real quick, I'll just mention, I forgot to mention it during the Smash section. There was some new Fire Emblem Three Houses DLC that got talked about. Like, it was kind of weird. I guess they showed it like after the event on the stream, everywhere except for the US stream. And then they just released the trailer. I don't know, this DLC sounds, look, I'm not super into Fire Emblem, but like this just sounds so weird that they're doing it like this.
It sounds very substantial.
I mean, it sounds substantial, but like the plot is just weird.
What if there was a fourth house?
Yeah, there's a fourth house, like, in the sewers?
In the sewers.
And nobody knew about it?
Well, now we do.
Well, it seems like the implication is that people knew, but nobody wanted to talk about it. At least that's the impression I got from the trailer. I don't know, like, there's a lot of stuff in that game about class divide, and, like, you know, the separation of certain groups between other groups, and Garreg Mach itself being a very, like, exclusionary place. Like,
so there's
full of straight up racists. So it's like, yeah, of course there's sewer people. Of course one of them is a class of students that you can recruit.
I mean, like, they got accepted into the house, but they're in the sewers?
Yeah,
like, they're just sitting there like,
you're in sewer house.
We're not going to be fully racist to you. We're only going to be half racist to you. You can come to the school, but you have to go to the sewer.
That's how they get around the segregation laws.
Oh God, we can't equate all of this with racism because, like, I think the actual racism stuff in that game has to do with, like, Almyra and the actual country divides. The tragedy of Dusker, yeah. And this seems way more like, here's a weird instance of class divide at Garreg Mach.
I know. I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
it's weird. But yeah, it's. I don't know how long this is going to be. Who knows? You are going to be able to add four more characters, at least four that they've announced so far. I don't know if
It
there's
looked like
gonna be
there were
more.
about 8 people.
There's like 4. That's all they've shown.
They've shown 4. There might be more.
It looked like a whole ass
knows?
class.
They're called the fourth house, but they only showed 4 of them. There's like the big man. There's the Twinkie
There's the
one.
big man.
There's the rich girl type, and then there's the like normal girl.
Even if it's like 4 more characters and like some extra side quests, I'd like, I don't have a problem with that. It did genuinely look like, hey, here's another class that exists. And I don't think it would be something like, oh, you play through a whole other storyline. But I do think it's like, even 4 more people to recruit is a lot of people.
So the other thing is that they seem to imply that if you do this route, now I guess we're gonna be slightly dipping into some Fire Emblem. I'm sorry. Just real quick. We might dip into some Fire Emblem spoilers here real quick. But I guess the thing that this route is kind of pointing at is that if you take this route, you might be able to do like some kind of like neutral run where nobody dies.
Yeah. I don't know if it's bad wording or like what, but that is definitely the implication they give, which is kind of the thing everyone expected for this game.
I guess.
But
they did something similar with Fates, I think it was. Yeah.
They did.
Which would be fine. Like I don't necessarily hate that, but like the implication I got was like, hey, they added the like new recruitable characters, like they added Yuritsa, they added Anna, I think those are the only 2. I don't remember if there are more. But, like, the implication I got was, like, this is a larger set of quests along that same vein. And not a full-ass path. Like, you would recruit them while you're, like, also a Blue Lion. At least, that's the implication I got. I don't know if that's true. We'll have to see when the game comes out. Or they give more info.
I will be honest, I hope that it is a more substantial thing, because they sure did ask for $25, and so far they've just given people costumes, so...
And content that seemingly should have been in the base game.
Yeah, like the fucking sauna and, like, petting the animals, and, like, I think that's basically it, right? Like, what else is there?
They added a new difficulty mode.
And Jarrett's at least, like, substantial, but he feels like he should have been there, especially all things considering the Edelgard route is very, rushed, let's say.
Would you say it's rushed?
I would.
I don't know. I don't know.
There's a specific moment that I looked back to when I was wondering if it was rushed or not, and it's the specific moment where you are in that cave with all of them, and you talk to everyone, and like there are characters that they introduce that do nothing and never show up again.
That's weird. Like, the impression I got was like, we can't be at Garrick Mach for this part, so we need to like just put something here, and also like,
but they put like a ton of people.
There are people in the backdrop of the Empire because the Empire is a whole other area that you just do not interact with otherwise, and like they add they add those like 2 other like Empire-esque characters that only have like plot implications on art and don't actually join you, which really bothered me because I wanted someone on my team named Ladislava.
I think that
weird.
A lot of that game was very slapdash, let's say, very hastily put together, and the DLC being what it has been so far has reflected that to me. This itself looks fine. This does not look like this looks like an original concept, at least. That would make sense for DLC. The other stuff really did not. Yeah.
But yeah, there's that. I guess the like biggest news this week that we could talk about, because otherwise I don't really care that much. Was there were 2 high-profile game delays. I guess 3 technically. But
no, it's a 3rd.
I don't think anyone gives a shit about the 3rd one.
What's the 3rd one?
I'll say it in a second. So first off, Square Enix came out and was like, "Hey, we're delaying Final Fantasy VII Remake."
Just a month.
Yeah, it's just a month. It was gonna be March 3rd, now it's April 10th. They just said that they want to give it a little extra polish, that's fine, I guess.
That game looked fine, so I'm not really worried about it. Like, it looked totally fine.
Yeah, it looked build complete. I bet it was, like, not totally content complete at that point. Like, they just needed to finish wrapping. They need to finish writing, like, a few more text boxes.
Yeah, just gotta perfect the girl scene.
Yeah.
They were like, oh shit, wait, we're gonna get yelled at for this one.
No, they would never say that.
Oh no, they don't. They don't think.
No, I know. And I'll skip the second one because I said third, and I have to stay true to my soul. Cyberpunk 2077, which was originally going to come out April 16th, is now coming out September 17th. So that is a 5-month delay for Cyberpunk.
Maybe they shouldn't announce games. That's it. That's my full thought.
No.
They should stop announcing games.
I don't agree with that because, like, the point of announcing a game is saying not just to investors but also to yourself, this is when I intend to finish this by. Like, whether that's realistic or not is totally a situational thing.
I agree, but they need to do it at least the way that Capcom's been doing it recently, where the game comes out like 6 months later and it's done. Like, I don't think investors are super hot on that idea.
I don't give a shit about
investors, and I don't think they need to either.
We don't, but they do because otherwise they don't have income.
But CD Projekt Red does, as an example. They absolutely do it for GOG and other venues. Like,
again, stuff like this where it's like, we know the development of Cyberpunk is fraught. Like, we know that CD Projekt Red is not being, like, they're not being forthright in saying, like, we are minimizing the amount of crunch that we're doing. That's a bullshit line, like, just fed to try and, like, stifle backlash. Like, people are crunching to get that game out. People are going to continue crunching through the next 5 months. Like, it's gonna be a fucking pain and a half, but, when it comes to
Jason Schreier put out a news article recently that was just like, hey, don't celebrate Cyberpunk getting delayed because they are just going to be crunching the entire time. This is going to be a death march.
That's the big thing about it is, like, when it comes to a massive game like this that is going to, like, whether or not we like it, it's going to dominate the news cycle for a while. Like, they can't rush it. Like, they can't get it out with, I bet I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but I don't think in their minds they can get it out with, like, a major known shippable problem, Like, they need to fucking make sure this thing is as polished as possible, because otherwise they're not going to dominate the news cycle. They're not going to dominate the hype cycle. They're not going to get the most amount of money for their big ass game, and getting it and selling it closer to Christmas is probably way more beneficial to them. Especially because their original launch date was surrounded by Resident Evil 3 and Final Fantasy 7 now. So I bet if anything, like, they were planning on doing a delay, but, like, what pushed them over the edge was straight up the Final Fantasy, like, hey, we're doing it, like, this week, like, a week before Cyberpunk, and they're like, okay, can't do that anymore, gotta push it back 2 quarters. It's fucking something. That's gonna be a fucking whole ass game, whether we like it or not. I'm like, I feel very weird about it because it seems like the type of game that I will enjoy, like, just on a totally like aesthetic principle, but I feel like that's a game that's gonna have problems with representation. It's gonna have, like, a lot of it's probably gonna have like some pretty distasteful shit in it, and like I don't necessarily know if that's like something I'm gonna enjoy or something I'm gonna find excuses for. Like we'll have to see, you know?
I think regardless of the subject matter, that when it comes to like analyzing or defending it, it really needs to be taken into account that probably most of its themes will fall apart when faced with the reality of what went into making that game. Like,
oh yeah. I gotta agree. But like, to me, when it comes to like judging games like that, I want to judge them on their own like artistic merit, you know? Like, not necessarily. Well, it's hard to say right now what that game is going to be like, but you know, we only have so much expectation, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see what the fuck is going on with that, and also I hope that it's not just blind praise.
It's gonna be like that's just how it's gonna be because it's a big AAA game.
Tune in to videogamechoochoo.com to hear all of the shit talk. Mm. And also the third game, because again, I know, who cares? That shitty Avengers game is not going to come out in May. It's coming out in September.
That. God, that game's going to be so bad.
It's gonna suck ass.
I've never seen a game like it's been a long time since I've like I think Days Gone is the only other one where I can go like, oh wow, this game's gonna be bad, and I think this might be worse than Days Gone.
I like to save my reservations about artistic works.
Oh my god. Okay, well good, then that doesn't apply here.
I mean, that's why I'm saying it looks like shit, because it looks like shit.
I don't know if it's shit, it doesn't necessarily look
It's
enjoyable.
going to be a live service based loot fucking. Yeah, that's all you need to say.
Yeah.
Avengers. Assemble.
No. A-Day.
A-Day.
Remember A-Day?
A-Day. Fuck.
A-Day.
Boy, it's a day, am I right?
Let's move on.
In a fucking day. Alright, Scott, what else have you been up to?
So, I've been making this promise for so long now that pretty much every time I've appeared on the podcast that, like, hey, I'm gonna get back into Pathologic 2. Like, once that controller support comes out, I'm gonna really get in there, and I'm gonna finally, like, sink my teeth into it. And I've been doing it. I've been playing the game. I've been sitting back. I've been getting real miserable. I've been getting legitimate actual anxiety from this game. It's great. Y'all, hey, let me tell you about Pathologic 2. John, you've been watching me play a little bit of it.
A little bit.
So, this game is like... I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this without just saying it's a misery simulator. But it is kind of a misery simulator.
It's a misery simulator.
Like, it's... essentially, you are a surgeon who is returning home to at the whims of your father to like aid him in the family business. Or he wasn't totally sure. He wasn't like he wasn't like totally forthright with what exactly he was summoning you back home for, but like it seemed pretty serious, so you went with it, and you go back home, and then you go back home, and shit just starts going wrong. Like, everything goes bad. Your dad ain't even alive anymore. He's just fucking dead. There's a fucking plague coming. There's just literal whole ass plague coming to kill everyone in this whole town. Everyone is pissed off. Everyone is speaking in these awful philosophical double speak, trying to confuse you. People are just out and out lying to you. everyone hates you, like, the second you come into town, so while you're walking around, people are chasing you in the streets, trying to beat you up. You get home, and just, like, everything is utter chaos. Like, people are just killing each other out in the streets. It's a nightmare. And then, like, it sort of evens out a bit, and then things just get worse. It's really something. Like, around, like, day 2, I'm currently on day 4 right now, out of 12 days, and I think about that number, and I'm like, I have so many more days to go through, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but, like, around day 2, I was running back and forth, like, trying to achieve all of these little tasks that kept popping up on my map, and, like, I had a dawning realization that while I was going through some, like, caches some children left behind, because one of them might have had an indicator of who killed my father. Mm-hmm. And, like, that is something I wanted to know, so I was investigating these caches. And then I had this awful dawning realization that, like, I'm not going to be able to finish everything in the day. Like, there just is not enough time. And I'm rushing back and forth, just trying and thinking, like, okay, what are things I can put off until tomorrow? And I'm like, I don't necessarily need to go back to my house yet. It's my house. My house is always going to be there. And that was a mistake. Everything that you do in this game constantly feels like a mistake. It's great. It is just, like, it is all about making you second guess yourself. It's all about, like, making you make bad choices because you feel like this is the best thing that you can do at any given time. And that, it never feels cheap. It feels like these are the decisions that you make, and you're applying to them the best that you can. And it's so good. I'm having, like, such a good time with this. I was on day 4 just now, and, like, I got a hint from one of my friends who's also playing that there's an area on the map where if you go, you can collect a ton of herbs, and herbs are really, really necessary for trying to cure the plague. So I went over there, and it is just distant, remote. It is so far away, and I go and I grab all these herbs, and I'm walking back, and I can see the sun setting, and I haven't even done my basic tasks yet. So I just go back to my base, I save my game, and I just sit down, and I'm just, like, combining all of these herbs into different types of tinctures. And if I fuck up, I reload my game. And then I just, like, I write down on a notepad what every single combination makes. What happens when I do this with this herb? What kind of weird tinctures can I make? And then eventually I'm just like, I got it. I understand how this system works. And I just, like, I did it through just, like, sitting down, trial and error, loading and reloading my game over and over again. Because that's the only way you can, like, get a leg up. And if you can get any leg up in this game, the power is on you and you should take it. And that feels like getting around a game that feels so 100% like it wants to just absolutely make you feel like shit is so nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just, like, as much as I talk about how, like, miserable this game is, it's not like awful to play. It's like, I don't really have, like, a good comparison point to it, because when you talk about games, like, you sort of weirdly need to mess around with the nebulous concept of fun, and I don't think Pathologic 2 fits in that mold. Mm-hmm. But it's, like, it's a really, really engaging experience. I really love the characters in this game. I love all the weird the weird backwards dialogue that feels like I'm just straight up in a Lynch film. I love knowing that everything in some regard is doomed, and I can maybe help doom it a little less if I just do the right thing at the right time. And it's like, there was one point at the end of day 3 where I got a thing that said, hey, this area that you're in, because of what you did, is not going to be hit by the plague. And I'm like, awesome! I made a genuine impact on this town for one day! And then, of course, like a bunch of the rest of the town got plagued. But I saved this one area. And that's what matters. Like, that kind of gratification for when you're just stumbling around in the dark, grasping at whatever you can, trying to solve fucking anything, is so satisfying. I don't think I've played anything like anything close to that in such a long time. I heartily recommend Pathologic 2. It's out on Game Pass right now on both Xbox and PC, but like, I would 100%, if you have the capacity to do it, recommend buying the game, because the developers Ice Pick Lodge are kind of in a bad spot, and they need support. I feel like the game that they've made is like genuinely a real piece of art, and it is so worth your checking out. But even if like you probably know you won't be able to play it for whatever reason, like if you can support them, you should purchase this game. Like it's so genuinely cool.
All right,
I'm having a great time.
All right. Rose.
Yeah, hi. What?
Talk to us. Hello.
Okay.
What's up?
So I finally started playing Astral Chain.
Ooh.
And it's great. I love it. I wish I had nobody. Yeah, I know you've played it, but nobody really told me that you did Zandatsu's in that game, and that it was like very MGR-y, or I would have gone to it quicker, faster.
I was talking about how that game was a combination of like MGR and like Bayonetta and Vanquish. Like,
but if you had told me that you do Zandatsu's, it's a completely different story. Because like when you
I didn't know that Zandatsu's were such a big selling point.
They're a
for
big
you.
deal, and everyone should. It should be a big selling point to everyone because it's one of the best gaming mechanics.
All right, go ahead.
You even do the slashes like an MGR. You do the sword.
You do.
So yeah, I think it's really interesting that game. I think it's effective. How that game starts you off like playing like complete shit, basically. Like you're just one police person or whatever with a baton and a gun, and you're just like fighting these things that all have sick moves or whatever, and it just sucks ass for like 20 minutes or something, and because you're just doing like one combo, and then you get the Astral Chain thing on it like 20 minutes in, and it still kind of sucks. Like it's just this like auto fighter thing basically that you just have attached to you, and they do that for like an hour after that. You're just stuck like in that mode, and I think it's very bold of them to go that long without giving you the actual combat of that game. Where you sync up or whatever, like an hour and a half into the game or something, and then like all the combat after that is like fantastic. I love it. It's a lot of fun, like really close timing stuff and like simple inputs, which I appreciate coming off of Devil May Cry 5 being my last big character action game, because Devil May Cry 5 when you play as Dante is something.
Good.
It's something that I enjoy a lot, but like having to do all of those inputs can be painful when you're doing high level stuff like the hat and the other stuff. But yeah, like everything in this is very simple. It's very nice. There's like a little bit of jank to everything, I think, but it's much better than like any of Platinum's other like non big barn burner games. Like, you know, like the Transformers game people like, but it's still like rough as fuck, you know, like it's a real rough game. And what was the last thing that they did? I'd argue even Nier Automata is rough by Platinum standards.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know the budgets on those games, and
I think it's also rougher by scope because that thing tries to still be a pretty massive RPG-esque thing. Yeah. So a lot of you don't get the platinum tightness out of that you would out of anything else. Sure. Out of like a Metal Gear Rising.
Like this is it's not as polished as MGR, but it's still it's going for something else. I think it's really interesting that this game and Control came out on the same day, I think, or like same week, and they both use the astral plane that looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Wild.
I think that's a really bizarre coincidence. That is literally just a coincidence for once. Like, it is just how that lined up. It's very funny to me. There's a lot of weird shit in that game. Like the toilet fairy, who I'm shocked I didn't hear you talk more about, John, but maybe I just wasn't around for it.
I'm pretty sure I was thinking about that toilet fairy.
That toilet fairy is that's twisted, honestly. I don't know what they're going on with that. That's weird. So in all the levels in the game, there's just a toilet you can find, like a porta potty, and you find something that can be used as toilet paper but isn't toilet paper every time. And you just go back to your office and go to the bathroom, and inside of this locked stall is someone saying they're the toilet fairy, and you give it to them and they're like, thank you, you know, not enough people appreciate the toilet fairies.
It's true.
And it's just like, what the fuck is this?
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Like, nobody has any respect for anything anymore. But it's just a very weird game with some stuff like that. I really appreciated that it had an opening animation, like with an anime song and everything. Like, that's more games need to do that.
That's true.
It's something I was thinking about recently when I was playing Control, because it reminded me of Alan Wake and how Alan Wake has the opening and ending, whatever, or I guess it's just an ending, to every episode where they play the song.
Yeah.
That's good as hell, though. Like, it gets you hype, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't know why more games don't do that. But I've really been enjoying it. I've been having a good time. It's weird that the main antagonist is literally the Parasite Eve lady. Like, just straight up. Like,
she is.
She even makes her arm a sword. Like, it's crazy. And I think it's weird how much Ava stuff there is in that. Like, very... like going for that, like with the dude talking to like blocks or whatever. And
like the first thing that you unlock, the first color is just the
purple
colors.
I think you can tell that at the very I wouldn't even say just the localizers, but the people making this game are much younger than usual developers, let's say, on Platinum stuff, because the references and like the way that like people talk in general is very like recent, like very like the way that like a lot more modern stuff, or like stuff people my age would make, I guess, our age, which I think is interesting. It's a good game. That's what I think. I'm excited to play more of it and see what the other people do. I have 3 of the chains now, the little astral men. I don't even know what they're called.
They have a name. I forget what they are, though.
Legions. There you go.
Legions. That's right. Yeah.
I'm very glad that only the Sword Legion makes your character yell Legion when you do the combo, because I was going to go insane if they kept saying it afterwards. The one bad point I would say towards Astral Chain, and this goes to all games that employ this: fucking stop putting detective vision into things. I beg you.
But what if you're a detective?
You are in this case, and I don't want it. I just don't. I don't want it.
They should put detective vision in all games so you're a detective.
No,
and
it
nothing
sucks.
else.
It's just like, especially in this game, it's like puts this horrible filter over everything, and like a voice says iris vision on and iris off every time you turn it on and off, and it makes me go insane. Good. No.
It's great.
It's so bad, especially because of like there's a bunch of collectibles and stuff like that, and you have to turn it on to see them better, and like I hate Detective Vision. It's one of the worst things that's ever happened in gaming because it's encouraged developers to make really busy visual design that can't be comprehended without it. Okay. That's all. I can say one more thing semi-related, which is that DMC3 Switch is going to have style switching like DMC4 and 5. So you just press a button on the D-pad and you switch instead of going to the save statue to switch between one at a time. Which will make DMC3 like very close to being... I mean, DMC5 will always be the best just because of how diverse all those characters are and how good it is. But this will make DMC3 like way better than DMC4. Which will be nice, because DMC3 is a real good game that's been like held back by a lot of dated stuff, and this will be a big step towards, I think, helping, wean people into that better. I think it's insane that Devil May Cry 2 was purchasable on the Switch, and is right now, and they're encouraging people to buy it. They're giving you a discount on DMC2 if you buy DMC3 on the Switch, and I think that's crazy. But I'm excited. I think it's really weird that Dante's not in Smash, given the amount of effort they put in for this.
I mean, 6 more characters. So.
I know, but the timing was so bizarrely specific that it's just like, what?
There were a lot of people that were thinking that it was going to be a Smash announcement because it was the exact same day.
Yeah,
so
it's very, very strange.
It is kind of weird. All right, let's see here. I mean, there's some other stuff, but like in the news, but I don't think I care too much to talk about it. Like, Sony's not going to E3. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a little weird, but you know what?
We're never gonna get our man playing the flute back, or whatever the fuck he was playing. We're never gonna get him back.
Well,
he's
are they?
Forever.
Do you know if they're doing like an off-site like?
I don't think they are.
Thing, or are they just not doing anything?
Oh, maybe they'll do their shitty little state of play thing or whatever. That always.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just. It sounds like that's pretty much what they're gonna do. So.
Oh shit! I forgot about state of play.
It's like one of the worst things I've ever seen consistently. Have they ever done anything cool?
No, the biggest thing they ever did on there was like doing the like Last of Us release date, which they then just delayed it like a week or two later. So, yeah. And then the other thing, real quick, is Jason Schreier is saying that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC, and then I think like someone from Eurogamer or something was like, "Oh, hey, it's they're probably going to do Dreams as well." So it sounds like like PlayStation 4 games are going to be coming to PC in the coming months. So, Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's good.
Highly
That's what they should have
possible.
led with. Because I was just thinking how sad it is that they're going to lead with a pretty mediocre one.
Yeah.
I don't want to be mean though. Like it's just like I think like especially like when viewed in 2020, especially. Horizon Zero Dawn will not really resonate that much, I think, with like the PC crowd that had not played it before.
Yeah, maybe. The thing about Horizon is like I don't know, for some reason when PC gamers get a hold of like a new open world thing, they go weirdo nuts about it. So,
yeah, but it's not even like a very
hey, I know. I don't necessarily like Horizon Zero Dawn very much, but I feel like it's gonna probably get new life with the PC crowd in a way it wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
I guess I just wonder how far that will go, because I doubt there will be very
I imagine,
substantial
like, fairly
mod
far.
support. I bet it will be like pretty hard to mod it even.
I mean, gamers are fucking nuts. They'll mod fucking anything. Watch Sekiro Choochers Cry Twice.
I mean, sure.
Come check that bullshit out, please.
Alright, one more thing before we move on to questions. I think since we have 3 of the prominent gotcha bastards in one podcast, I think we should do a gotcha check-in.
Gotcha minute.
Yeah.
Gotcha minute. Scott, why don't we start off with you? What's going on with Dragalia Lost?
They're doing a Monster Hunter thing. They're adding a new, like... the details about the Monster Hunter event are still kind of like, up in the air, but we know Rathalos, new dragon that's coming out. There's going to be like an actual playable event thing, and it's not just like a summoning thing. And one of the people that you can get is just like a dude wearing Rathalos armor with a Rathalos sword. And that's just a character.
And they said, like, it controls, like, the, I read the blog post about this, it controls, like, the great sword does in, Monster Hunter, which I think is pretty good. That's good effort.
Wild. Yeah, like, they did a lot of really good work with Mega Man, in my opinion. Like, genuinely... Shush!
Oh, Mega
for
Man
one
himself?
second.
Yes, Mega Man himself.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. They did a lot of good work with, like, making Mega Man a very unique, distinct character that it excites me what, like, another crossover like that's gonna look like.
Sure. Especially when it looks like they're putting much more effort into this one.
I like the Mega Man event, okay?
I know, but, like, did you read, like, the blog post about, like, what the fights are gonna be like and stuff like that? Like...
Not yet.
It's very Monster Hunter
I'm
stuff.
guessing, like every other Monster Hunter crossover, it's gonna be extremely Monster Hunter.
Yeah, they're gonna put, like, barrel bombs in and stuff, they said.
Oh, that's
like,
good.
And you have to set, like, items and have an inventory and stuff like that.
That's neat.
And I was like, okay, so you're putting effort into this one.
The Dragalia Lost team works very hard.
No, I haven't.
In my opinion.
All for nothing. No.
Whoa! Holy
No, they're
shit.
like one of the most popular games in Japan right now.
No.
That's good. I don't hear many people talking about it, but it does seem like a very well made game.
In my opinion, the best mobile gacha game.
So,
Just
John,
saying.
how's been Fate going?
I play it for a couple of minutes every day, and I'm just like, all right, that was nice.
Okay.
I fucking so I guess the only thing I'll say is that right now they're doing that like rerun of the Da Vinci thing, and that's supposed to be like, oh, you go fucking nuts on this. You're supposed to like grind it all day. I'm not doing that. I'm being normal about it, and so I'm not gonna get like a million items and like level up all my characters. But you know what? That's okay. I'm normal. But
Hey man, you want to know something? In Dragalia, just do your dailies. That's all you gotta do.
Okay. But I like Da Vinci a lot. I think Da Vinci in that game is very cute. She's a spunky jerk. And I have a little, like, bean. One of those, like, keychain beans.
Oh, yeah, I have
her.
one of Taiga.
It's very cute. So
Sorry.
I like it a lot.
I hate to interrupt, but someone in this Final Fantasy Tactics Battleground thing is named Juggalette Fur Baby 420, and they're an archer.
Oh, no! That's the new Fate Go character.
We just leaked it. Yeah,
They're an
Juggalette
archer.
Fur Baby 420. Yeah.
Juggalette Fur Baby 420. She's canon. She's in Smash.
She's in Smash, she's in Fate, she's in everything. In DMC 6. But no, so I was like, okay, I gotta roll for Da Vinci. I gotta get her. This is the time that you get her. I did like 7 or 8 rolls. I got Emiya twice, so I have him MP3 now.
Yeah.
I have 3 Noble Phantasm levels for that motherfucker. I got fucking Castor Gilgamesh.
Yeah, welcome to my hell.
Which, I don't hate Gilgamesh as much as you do. I know that he's a fucking piece of garbage, but at least Castor Gil isn't that bad in Babylonia. And then on my last roll, I got fucking Jeanne d'Arc and Jalter in the same roll.
Yeah, that's
Very
crazy.
nice.
John wasn't even on rate up. She's just there. She just showed up.
Yeah, she just showed up. I think that's, like, better than shiny odds, so I'll take that, but I didn't get Da Vinci.
Yeah.
That's how it be. I did, they introduced this new wind character that's apparently very good in Dragalia, and she's great. She's, like, got this real sick uniform on, and she fucking whips ass, but, like, I did all of the like pity rate building I needed to do, and I like had a shitload of summons. I'm ready to like, I bet I'm gonna get her like first 5-star that pops up. Fucking, I did like 6 or so 10 draws, and like the 5-star I got was like a dupe. And then I like, okay, that was a bust. I'll wait a few days, maybe build pity up again, see if I can do it. I do that, I pull again, and I get a dupe of like one of the shittiest dragons in the game. And I just feel so awful. I just want this character, but I'm not gonna get her.
Yeah, welcome to I have not to one up you, but I have a worse story, which is I saved up waiting for like a year and a half for Summer Fate Go Nobunaga to come out, who is not even a 5-star, I want to say. And I did 18 10 pulls.
Right.
And I did not get anything except for the caster Gilgamesh John mentioned, who I hate with all of my soul, twice.
The thing about like Dragalia stuff is like they don't roll. Making characters in that game is like a lot more development work. So it's like when a new character comes out, it's usually like pretty easy to reliably roll them, and you can get like most every character like just by rolling on their banners, and you typically get enough currency to do it. And like doing fucking like 60-70 summons and not getting her is fucking atrocious. And I'm so sad, and I want her, and it's fine. It's fine. We can't always get what we want. I understand.
Gacha game is hell.
Gacha game is hell.
But yeah, John, did you want to talk about the other one?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you played much of it, but yeah, there
I was in the
new
CBT.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were in the cock and ball torture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as I said that, I was just like, I'm fucking stupid.
I see.
So
I laugh at it, and it sucks.
No, it was funny. It was just also very dumb.
Ooh, I'm over $1,000. Damn, I've been betting good.
Yeah. So Arc Knights is the new gacha game, and it's a tower defense game.
Yep.
And I kind of like it. It's kind of fun because it's just a tower defense game, and tower defense games are just kind of fun. I don't know. I don't have too much to say about it because so far this doesn't really have too much personality to it, and like I can feel myself being like, this is fun, but I know within a week I'm gonna stop playing it because I'm just like, I don't care about any of these characters. Who the fuck are they? Why do I care? Like, I feel like Fate is the only gacha game that actually does a really good job of like personifying the characters and making you give a shit about what's going on in the story.
I would say in the main content, you're absolutely right. I think like Granblue's very good at events. I think Granblue's like very, very good at events. I would say on par with Fate in a very different sense.
Yeah,
but in the main content, like the actual main story, Granblue is really bad at making you care about the characters outside of like 3 of them.
Yeah, because like I played a good amount of Granblue, and so much of that is just like you go to an island. Oh, something's happening. Fight. Well, bye. Like there's nothing to it. But Fate, I feel like, actually goes in and like tries to have some kind of like storyline and character beats and like actually develop characters. And then even with the events, like the events do a good job of like bridging shit over. Like I know you really like Nobunaga, and like Nobunaga shows up in a bunch of stuff, and she's really consistent in like all of those different events that she shows up in. And like I think that like Fate does a really good job with that. But like, I mean, you know, you talk about events in Granblue, like, I don't know, I haven't played too many of them, but all of the ones that I've played have just been, like, brand new characters. I've no idea who the fuck they are, and they just kind of show up, and that's it.
Well, they have
And
like
I don't.
they have like good ones. Like for example, the anniversary events that they were doing for a while was just one contained arc. Like they do it a new one every year, where it was like, oh, like here's new characters that are like related to that. Like some other characters that aren't necessarily the main characters that you have around. So like it lets people who you might have get more personality and stuff like that, like all the angels and stuff like that. It was mostly focused on them, so it was like a good like
Sure.
it was good for that. And like I think their crossover events specifically are very, very good. But Fate's self crossover events are pretty good. Like, did you ever do the Fate Zero event?
I think so.
Like Adult Waver is just trying to kill Kid Waver constantly because he hates
That's
him.
right. I remember that. Yeah,
it's great.
That was pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I feel like Fate's the only one that like really like nails it like super consistently. And then like I'm playing Arknights and like you're just this like random character that just has amnesia and they're like, "Doctor, we have to go out into this world. All these people are infected with some random disease that I think makes you look like an animal for some reason." And it's like, "Okay." And then everyone's just kind of like, "You need to tell us what to do." And it's just like, "I don't know what the fuck is going. I don't know who you people are. Who cares?"
Okay, counterpoint. The first chapter is called Evil Time.
It is called Evil Time, and that was very funny.
I lose my mind every time I look at it on the UI.
It is very
Go
funny.
complete Evil Time Part 2.
I did finish Evil Time. I gotta keep playing. I don't know if there's more after, but I don't know. This game also just has fucking Fallout Shelter in it. Like, at a certain point, you just unlock a, like, base building mechanic where you can, like, assign people to different rooms and stuff, and it's just Fallout Shelter. Like, it's just... they just made Fallout Shelter again in this game. I don't know. It's a good game. Like, it's fun to play. I don't really know how a lot of the stats work. I'm just kind of winging it. Like, the different, like, types of characters make sense, but I'm just like, alright, why would I use this one over this one? I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, attack stats or whatever, but it's just like... It just feels kind of weird when there's... Especially in a game that's, like, a tower defense game where you're worrying about, like, oh, I have to wait until, like, this long to put out a character. It's like, you kind of just want to get the character that takes the least amount of time to put out, because... like, +5 attack isn't going to be that much of a difference when you're trying to, like, deploy something to block something, Like,
yeah.
It feels weird to be like, oh man, I really need to get this 5-star character over this 4-star character when the 4-star character comes out faster and is just...
I think, like...
Gonna be
that's,
doing
like,
the
a
same
good thing, though, like, overall, because, like, I think, like, you can use, like, almost anyone in that game, and it's fine, which is... I prefer when games are like that. Like, Fate's basically like that to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're right. Like, that's how it should be. You shouldn't have to be, like, chasing after that. But, like, at the same time, it's just, like... I don't know. I guess there needs to be a balance where it's like, hey, Okay, so, yeah, I think that kind of hits the point that I'm trying to make here, where, like... You're right that Fate does that in the sense that, like, yeah, like, I mean, sure, there are better characters and all that, but you can roll with your favorites in Fate if you know what you're doing. And, like, I can't have favorites in Arknights, because who the fuck are these people,
Sure.
Like, if they actually, like, have some kind of events and they, like, do better with the story and, like, start introducing characters and make me give a shit, then I'll be like, oh, cool, I rolled this character, I like them. Because it's like, yeah, like I said, like, I went out of my way to save up for Da Vinci. Like, I like Da Vinci. But, like, I'm looking at all these characters in Arknights, and I'm like, oh, okay, I have this lizard guy on my team, he's pretty okay. I got this lady that kind of looks like a horse, and she's, like, got a shield. Alright, sure, whatever, like...
It's the type of thing... so this isn't made by the Girls Frontline people, I want to say upright. It was not made by them, but it was made by the artists from Girls Frontline did it. And I think it's interesting that, like, a lot of the same philosophies of Girls Frontline in terms of, like, back ending all of its characterization and stuff like that. Like, they basically operate off of a it looks really cool philosophy instead of like a you'll love this person type thing, which is like Fate is like trying to be like the you love this person, right? Like, they do the horrible guilting at the end of every chapter where they're like, oh, I hope I can come live with you.
Yeah, I mean, like, that doesn't affect me per se, because, like, I say this every time we talk about gacha, but, like, I am... it's so surprising that, of all people, I am immune to it, but, like, I just, whenever in a gacha game or something, they hit you with the, like, oh, I am so in love with you, master. Oh, like, I am so immune to that, and I'm just like, all right,
well, yeah, it's very
sure,
transparent.
okay.
Like,
but
I don't know who falls for it.
I don't fall for it, but it's just like, when you finish, like, the Musashi chapter, and she's like, we're the best buds of all time, hope to see you around. I'm like, I want to see you now!
So I'm trying to keep quiet about this, because I don't want to just, like, talk about the one thing that I know about, but, like, I feel like the characterization in Dragalia is really strong.
Yeah, I think it's good, but
it is.
But, counterpoint, in the main story, it fucking sucks.
I mean, the main story revolves around, like, a small subset of characters.
They don't even do them very well, though.
No, because, like, a lot of that stuff is largely in the character stories, and also they're in every single event. Like, you see way too much of those characters, in my humble opinion. But
I've seen way too much of Cleo.
She gets so many costumes. But yeah, like, I feel like even its ancillary characters, like the characters who are only around for one event, like, still get really solid characterization, not just in their character stories, but like extra stories where they include them as side characters, or like when they do, like, here's a sequel to this event that we did last year where these characters show up again. That kind of stuff is very interesting, and I think like Dragalia is only getting better at writing and, like, characterization. One of the things I've really been enjoying about a couple of the big recent events is they'll start ending them with, like, not like cliffhangers, but like sequel hooks. Like, the New Year's event ends with, like, a like meeting of a bunch of like leaders of this other nation that you've only had, like, a little bit of, like, interaction with, and they're talking about some ominous shit that's coming around the corner, and you're like, that's pretty fucking cool. And it's like, there's another like event that did something really similar, dealing with, like, weird dark forces that are in this world that aren't. Yeah, and it's like, they're doing a really good job getting you invested not just in characters, but also, like, ancillary plot lines, and that kind of stuff is really cool. I think they're getting better at that stuff as much as I have so many character stories to, like, stored up that I have not watched because I just have so many, and it's like. Yeah.
My only complaint is, like, it still runs into the same problem to me with Dragalia when I was playing it, which is, like, the main story is so bad to me. Like,
I think it's been getting better, but it's not necessarily great.
It's just, like, it goes at a snail's pace, and, like, nothing happens, and it does, like, the most, like... Pardon me for saying this, because I know that, like, plenty of other stuff that I enjoy do it. So, but it's, like, very liberal in its, like, politics and stuff like that, in a way that I would argue Grand Blue isn't.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where it's like, this game is, like, trying to deal with the idea of, like, what does it actually mean to be a ruler of a nation as one of its big themes, and it often tends to settle on the definition of, oh, well, you just need to be good to your people. And it's like, buddy, like, Prince. And it's like, that stuff bugs me, but I think the larger plot hooks in the game have gotten better. Like, there is a like, rapid turn that happens at the end of one of the chapters, like, one of the more recent chapters that's like, damn, you just went ahead and did that with all the characters, didn't you? And then there's like this latest chapter feels sort of like a side story, but they kind of tried to do a Nier Automata, which just in its audacity is like enjoyable to me. It's not like, it's nowhere near as good as Nier, but it's like they went for it, and I really respect that. I don't know, like I like the way they're going just from a storytelling perspective.
I guess I haven't done enough with Arknights to properly make judgments, but I think, like, from what I've heard from my friends who have played the Chinese version, who understand it, they do a lot of world building later, and they do a lot more interesting stuff. But I don't know if you'll get that far.
Character work.
Yeah,
I just hope they do character work. That's what I want. Because, like, I feel like I already understand the world. Like, I have a general idea of the world, that there's some kind of infection that is, like, tearing the world apart, and there's a lot of, like, anti-animal person, like, racism, basically. And, like, that's... Alright, there you go. We got something going. But, like, I want to know why I should care about these specific characters, you know? I want to be endeared to them, because so far they are just military characters. Like, they are just hut, and, like, I don't care about that.
I will say one of the side characters who just, in Dragalia Lost, who just got like a very significant, like upgrade, just from a stat perspective, also has one of my favorite character stories. His name is Naveed. And his story, I think if you have Dragalia Lost and you have Naveed, and you haven't watched the story yet, skip ahead maybe like 30 seconds or so. But Naveed's story, if you haven't watched it, is really great, because the story itself is, he's like, it starts off very anime stereotypical, where he's like, oh, there's so many girls around me who just want to date me because I'm just so hot, and it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then it takes this wild left turn where the prince is like, you know, I've never, like, had romance or anything, and it's like, I don't really understand what it is, and Naveed's just like, oh, okay. And then they start to realize that, like, they're into each other, and they have, like, a weird several months long relationship with each other, just straight up a canonical gay relationship. And then, like, by the end of the story, they break up because Naveed realizes that the prince is just too dedicated to his country and not to their relationship. Sure. It's like they really they do the fucking, like, harem thing with this main character of, like, oh, all the girls just want to sleep with him, but none of them want to, like, you know, none of them, like, they're all too shy. And then, like, Naveed, this, like, side character who, like, you only get from a summon, is like, oh, hey, I'm into you. And the prince is like, oh, that's cool. And then they just start legitimately dating. It's such a weird turn for that, because nothing else in the game touches that kind of subject matter. And it's like played 100% straight. It's not just like a huge joke or anything. It's cool.
Alright, are we done talking about the gotchas? Anything else?
I think that's all. I'd say that the character I already like in Arknights is the lion named Siege, the lion girl, who is voiced by Saber.
Oh, alright. I think the Doberman lady, I don't even know if I'd say that I think she's, like, cute or hot or anything. I just, whenever she pops up, I'm just like, wow, they really made a lady look like a Doberman Pinscher. That's kind of crazy. Just, like, every time I see her, I'm like, wow, that is the best Doberman Pinscher Gajinka I've ever seen. Like, just... I'm just kind of endeared to her just because of that. Even though she is, like, nothing beyond that. She's just like, oh, we have to survive. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
There's a dog girl in Dragalia.
Does she look exactly like a Doberman Pinscher? Like, exactly?
No, she's just like an anime girl with dog ears and a tail.
There are so many fucking characters in this game that have animal ears. Like it...
Yeah,
like,
but it's in Dragalia.
Okay, like I don't know. I don't want to like be too woke about this or whatever. But like that picture that is like the I won't play your game if it's like this thing or whatever, where it's like it is literally that at Arc Knights. Like it is. They have fucking like lizard men that look like actual lizards, and then they'll just have like a dog girl that is just like, oh, it's a normal girl, but she's got like dog ears and maybe a tail, and like that's all it is. Like, it is literally that as the game. And, like, there's just, like, a straight up, like, Call of Duty ass fucking, like, soldier guys, like, standing there next to this Doberman girl. And, like, this dude is, like, covered with, like, armor and, like,
it's just
body.
Solid Snake.
Like,
he's Big Boss.
yeah, he just looks like Big Boss. Like, well, I mean, he looks like Big Boss crossed with Captain Price. Like, that's basically what he is. And then he's just standing there next to this girl. Yeah, next to this girl in like fucking like a rave outfit, like yeah, we're gonna go shoot some people. It's like, all right,
that's good. You're just selling me on this game.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, if you want to play a tower defense game, it's a good tower defense game.
No, I kind of don't want to.
Oh.
All right, then okay.
I've just been appreciating it because like every gacha game is basically a Fate Go clone or something very similar to it, and I'm sick to the death of it, and I am glad that this is at least a little different.
Yeah. All right, let's do some questions. Let's see. If you want to send in questions, it's videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. Anonymous asked, let's see here. Anonymous asks, what is the worst game you like or love? Just something that you look at and go, wow, this is pretty fucked and astonishingly bad, but you quietly somehow enjoy it in spite itself. Signed, someone who inexplicably enjoys Other M.
Honestly, I'm with them on that, because I like Other M despite the story. Like, I
mean, yeah, like
it.
I feel like a lot of people like the gameplay of Other M.
Yeah. I also like Remember Me, my favorite character in it.
I mean, of course you remember him.
Remember him? Remember me.
I'm going to say something that's really fucked up, and I don't think anyone's going to believe me.
Boy,
but
here we go.
I have to reassure you that this is 100% true. I like and play WWE games.
Ah, you sicko. What the fuck?
Sick fuck.
They let people like you out?
You're
Not for
allowed
long
outside.
enough.
I'm trying to think of a good one.
I'm gonna be real. I don't like this new one very much.
I was gonna
still
ask
play
you
it,
that.
though?
You're really gonna say that? About
There's stuff I like about it, but like, I've talked way too much about WWE. I don't need to keep talking about it.
Okay.
My one, I guess I can say. I guess I can go back and say this one is I don't really do it anymore though, but. The Binding of Isaac, I have like hundreds of hours, and I really enjoyed playing it, even though I hate the aesthetic and everything else. I just really liked playing it. It was fun.
The aesthetic, the not trying to cause too much shit, but like those devs don't seem like super great people.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
especially not the Nicholas people.
But like, you know, that still seems like a fun game.
Yeah,
a lot of people enjoy it.
I'm looking around at my games and I'm just thinking like, damn, I don't really like anything
I have
that
such a good taste.
I mean, I didn't want to say it like that, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I really like anything.
I'm looking at all of these,
that's
and they're all like they're all winners.
I mean, like they kind of are, like in a sense that like I don't like, you know, like I don't. Look, just I don't know. I like games, and I'm sure there's good parts to everything. I don't know, I gotta play more weird shit is my problem. I gotta branch out.
Hey, buddy. I got a game for you. It's called Pathologic 2.
Alright.
Come get in it.
My PC can't run it.
Oh. Well, it's on... Do you have an Xbox?
No.
Oh, well, okay.
If I had
an
Xbox, I probably would have tried it already, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. I think it's also on PS4. I don't remember. I'm going to look that up. But there's no like PS4 Game Pass or anything, so
Not yet. No, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Harlequin Wheels asks, which sequence of 6 characters in Fighter Pass 2 would make the most amount of people mad online? Which one would you main? Alright, I'll just get out in front and say that the Pokemon character would be the last character. That would be the thing that would make the people the most mad. If they have Pokemon character last. Who else would make people pissed? Like, just pissed throughout. So we're talking
Marcus
no
Phoenix.
Gina. That's a good one. Okay, Marcus Phoenix. Where would Marcus Phoenix go though? Which one? Marcus Phoenix first?
He's the first one. Yeah, to get you
Okay,
hyped
Marcus-
up, and everyone would just
Okay.
be like,
Okay, Marcus Phoenix first thing. Everyone would be like, "Why not Master Chief?" That's a good answer. That's
Yeah.
a good answer. So we need 4 more. Need the middle ones now.
the Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know. Actually, people will probably be into that because it's a samurai.
No. Yeah,
all
they'd be in there.
the all the Reset Era guys will just be like, "Oh, this is great!
This is art.
Oh, this is amazing!" I forgot.
You forgot about that.
Art. Ah! Real art like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, it's
Shout
not
out
good.
to Reset Era.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
fucking
to
Reset Era.
I would say if they put. I don't know. I'm trying to think of some like stupid ass fucking characters. Like they should put in another like joke character like Pichu. Like Pichu was in Melee.
Morpeko.
I mean,
Yeah, add more Picco.
I'm looking around my room and I think I was gonna say the serve bot. I think they should put the serve bot in and make it like completely useless, like in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Be like, hey everyone, we're doing Mega Man Legends character. Here they are, the serve bot, and they just get their ass kicked the entire time.
They should put lightning in. That would make so many people mad.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so we got Marcus Phoenix, serve bot, lightning. We need 2 more.
3 more, right? Wait.
Well, and the Pokemon would be the
Oh, the
last
Pokemon
one.
would be
So
the last
Inteleon the last one. So we need 2 more.
They should add the little kid from Sekiro. Not Wolf, but like Kuro.
Oh no! Wait, no. I know. We just talked about put Isaac in. Put Isaac from Binding of Isaac. People would be really mad about that.
They're like Isaac, and then it's that one.
Yeah.
They put
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh man! And, like all the leakers before it are saying it's Isaac, and everyone's
Isaac's
going,
in.
"Oh,
Everybody,
Shit, Isaac's in.
Oh man!
And I gotta think of what would be the like dumbest shit. I think if they just put in like another Punch Out box. Oh no! The dude from Urban Champion.
I just had a good one, and I can't remember it now. What was it? Oh, Ichigo Kurosaki. Like they just put
What
him
if-
in.
Put in
What
a
if they,
shonen
like-
character that's not Goku.
Yeah, like specifically Ichigo. They go, I know you're all excited because he's an anime man. He has a sword, and he's from an anime. But Goku's not in. He's the last one, and Sakurai says there's no more DLC. The second to last one,
Okay,
and then
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
Pokemon. No, the second to last one, and then it's the Pokemon.
No.
They're
The
hyping up a
Pokemon
hot
should be
new
first. Then
character.
Pokemon
You
could be
think Pokemon
first.
should be first, and then Ichigo's last?
Yeah.
They're hyping no. They're hyping up a hot new character, nothing like you've ever seen before in Smash Bros. And then it's a Shy Guy.
Oh, Shy Guy is pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So of those characters, which one would you play as?
Lightning. I'd be happy about Lightning. I'd be like the only
Wait a
one.
minute. Hang on a second. Then.
Yeah.
Was that just a fucking trick to so that way you can talk about how you want to play as Lightning in
No,
Smash?
I thought people would
No,
be really
here's
mad
the
about
thing.
it because it's
Oh,
an anime
fuck.
woman who uses
You know
a
what they
sword.
should do? They should do Lightning, and then months later, hot new character reveal, Noctis. And then I would be Noctis, obviously.
Oh, what if they did Negan?
Okay,
sure you have your shitting pants on.
What if they were like, oh, we're gonna add a Tekken character, and then it's just fucking, I'm blanking on the name, but like the fucking, Mokujin. What if they just added Mokujin, and all it is just copies everyone else's moves?
Noob Cybot.
Oh boy.
So I did want to follow up. I've been looking it up. It does not look like Pathologic 2 is out on the PS4. It does look like it got announced for the PS4 the same day as on the Xbox One, and then that didn't happen.
They were talking about they were having issues, right? Like,
yeah. And so they just haven't released it on PS4 yet, and at this point, who knows if that's ever going to happen? But you know, the talk is out there, so it may happen at some point.
I would probably just end up playing as Binding of Isaac because I don't know. That's my answer.
No.
I just imagine this shitty fucking Flash character in Smash.
Yeah.
He's in Flash and Smash.
Yeah.
They should add fuck, I forgot his name. The guy from Ambition.
Oh,
Ted?
Ted, yeah.
Ted.
Or no, they should put in. Oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Because I'm a terrorist.
Right?
Duke Crabtree.
Right? Yes,
Duke
exactly.
Crabtree.
Duke Crabtree.
And Duke Crabtree drives in, and it, or no, Duke Crabtree. Oh, what is it? Whistles his way.
Oh my god.
A joke for
Final
no
smash.
one except us.
His final smash. Oh, his final fucking smash.
He just goes, because I'm a terrorist.
No, his final smash is when he whistles, and then it goes over to the green screen where he has the crowbar, and it goes boom.
Man, it's so fucked up when Duke Crabtree hits his side B and like Master Chief just shoots him.
Every time he
goes,
gets
ow!
Yeah, every time he gets hit, he goes, ow, 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 ow. This is great. I wish it was in the game.
Yeah,
wish
alright,
they
I
did a
take
Mii
it back.
Fighter
It's just Duke
costume.
Crabtree.
Let's develop a game.
The song, they just put in the fucking piano song. The courthouse.
Sakura's just sitting there like, unfortunately, there's only one song that we are adding to this game. However, it's the most important song.
It would be that and Ted singing Amazing Grace.
What's the...
Again, I'm sorry for this segment to all of you out there.
No, this is perfect.
Look up
What's
Ambition.
the stage? Like I'm trying to think of what the stage would be, and it's like, for some reason I think like it's The Office.
It's either The Office or the courthouse, or like
it's The Office, or or it's like Ted driving at the camera, and everyone's fighting on the hood of his car.
It's
Yeah, I mean, it should be The Office because Ted needs to be a stage hazard.
Because I'll blow us all to hell.
I'll blow us all to hell.
And then you get knocked out.
You can like negotiate on screen by like jumping to certain parts of the screen.
See, I was thinking like you get blown up, he blows up, and then you get knocked out, and you land in the mattress truck, and that's the next part of the stage where it's going.
I'm just saying, like, you have to negotiate with him as a stage hazard, and if you do it right, he doesn't blow everyone up.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
If anyone taunts when he's up, he blows up immediately.
How dare you? You sanctimonious
Goodbye. Yeah, you sanctimonious snake. Jesus Christ.
Alright, let's just we just got a few more. Alright.
They should add Mike Dawson while we're at it. Side piece of ring toss never hits.
You missed Pal. Alright, Century Punk asks, are video games graphics too good nowadays? What games should the new generation try to match
Yes,
in
they are
fidelity?
too good. They should try to match the PS2.
Well, Anodyne 2 is out.
That's true. That's PS1.
You know, people. No, it's very PS2. I feel like people are doing PS2 punk games.
I mean, that Fast and Furious game looks like a PS3 launch game, so I guess, you know.
Christ.
Yeah.
I want people to stop emulating the SNES era and start emulating like the Jaguar or something like that. Like something that has like a higher pixel fidelity. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where did you learn to fly? Anonymous asks, did Sherlock Holmes ever have sex?
Probably.
No.
What? Come on. No,
I mean,
he probably had sex.
Sherlock Holmes is like open source now, so we can say whatever we want
Pretty
about
much.
it.
Yeah, and I say no.
Yeah. Well,
I say he never fucked.
Okay, here's the thing: is that because Sherlock Holmes, one of the most like famous characters to ever exist, because Sherlock Holmes has a set history, I think it's impossible to make declarative statements like that about Sherlock Holmes.
Well, in the history, he has never fucked.
Hold on. No, that's what I'm saying you can't do. What I'm saying you can do is you could say after all the books happened, he decided never to fuck again.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say that. He took a vow of celibacy.
He became Volcel.
Yeah.
He's like, Watson...
Volcel Sherlock Holmes is my new Twitter handle.
He's like, Watson, I'm never gonna fuck, but you do have to jack me off every night before bed, and it's like, all right.
I was thinking is like, I've dealt with Moriarty for too fucking long. I just can't take it anymore.
Speaking of jacking off, I guess this can be the last question here. If you want to send in questions, go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask.
What is that transition, John? What does that mean?
I'm going to finish the transition right now by saying Anonymous asked, how would Travis Touchdown jack off his beam katana if he got into Smash? Would such flagrant simulated masturbation be allowed on screen? So I actually made a Twitter thread about this the day before the Direct because I still had hope in my soul. But
I hope Byleth is fun to play.
I do too. I'm kidding. But my concept was so in No More Heroes, there's a certain point in the game where you actually unlock a beam katana that does not need to be charged anymore. However, in No More Heroes 2, you can switch beam katanas depending on what you need to use. So my concept for Travis Touchdown in Smash Bros. Is that instead of having a beam katana charging animation or doing all of that, he can have a standard beam katana, the Tsubaki Mark III, I think, is the one that doesn't need charging. He can have that one as his base moves, and then he can use the other beam katanas, maybe kind of like Byleth, or you can switch between them. And as you use them, the battery will go down. But then when you switch to other ones, they'll get pocketed and then they'll just charge up from moving around. That's my concept.
I think he should still jerk off.
I mean, yes, but if
you gotta shake the controller.
If we have to censor it, then I think that's what we should do.
We're not censoring shit. We're champions of free speech.
I mean, if we're doing our own Smash Bros with Duke Crabtree and Ted and all that, then Travis Touchdown. Yeah, then Travis can do whatever the fuck he wants. But
this Smash is so much better. I don't want to go to this world.
Yeah, we just need the Retsupre Smash Bros thing. We can get Billy in there. Billy and Lime Popsicle or the Ice Climbers.
I'm just think. Look, Charles Martinet will have work there again because of Homunculus from Shadow of Destiny.
Yeah, you can put fucking Electrical Beast in there instead of Pikachu.
Yeah, the Jolteon of Let's Plays.
The Jolteon of Let's Plays. There's so many options. That should do it for this week's show. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to support us, go to videogamechoochoo.com, where we're pretty much constantly posting shit. Follow us on our Twitter at VGChoochoo, our Tumblr at videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com. We have a Discord server, the GameZone.zone. You can go there and hang out with fine folks like me and Scott and Rose and everyone else in the staff. That's nice, right? It is. Also, we have Patreon, patreon.com/VGCC, which we just recently hit. I'm gonna do a pat myself and the rest of y'all on the back moment. We just hit $100. We're making $100 a month off of this site. But you know what? I want more. So, you send in your money to patreon.com/VGCC, and you will get early episodes of Chuchigatri Unlimited Train Works. Early episodes of Sekiro, Choochers Cry Twice. Choochers Cry Twice. We got early episodes of the Rose and John play Spyro the Dragon. We got Starlight Car whenever that comes back, which I'm not saying that to pressure you. I'm not saying that to pressure you.
This month. I don't know what yet. I'm gonna try. I'm very tired.
I'm not saying that to pressure you, I promise. And I mean, whatever else we got cooking up, it's gonna happen. We got shit coming. So, if you want to see us do more stuff, like, that money will go to us finishing redesigning the site. I know we were supposed to do that a while ago, but shit happened. We're gonna finish doing that. We'll get more people to come to CEO. Like, that money goes to the CEO ticket. Like, that's how Scott came over. So if you want Scott and, like, everyone else, who knows? We could get more people to come over. We could have a big Chooch meetup. Come to CEO this year. We'll talk about that later. But but just we gotta get more people over. That money pays for that. So give us money. Patreon.com/VGCC. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing so far. And also thank you to Melt Channel for our theme song Crush off of the album Magic is Real. If you want to listen to more Melt Channel, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com, and also listen to their new stuff as Magic Circuit. Just search Magic Circuit on Spotify. And there you go.
John, my friend.
Yes.
How is this not in your ending scroll? Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/videogamechoochoo. New videos every Friday.
I need to incorporate that, because, yeah, I mean, you can get that stuff early on Patreon, but if you're not gonna, that's okay.
It's free for everyone.
It's free for everyone every Friday on our YouTube. So yeah, check us out. YouTube, Video Game Choo Choo. Check it out. And that should do it. Is there anything you all want to plug real quick?
I'm Scott Blah on Twitter. We just recorded a new episode of Shootcast Jabroni Delivery, which is an actual play wrestling podcast where me and a couple of friends, this time Janie, our old buddy Janie, came and guested with us, where we're all just coming together, we're being wrestlers, and we're all wrestling each other, and it's a fun time. I got to have a match with Janie. It was great. Come listen to that when that drops. It'll probably drop soon. Just check it out on your hot YouTube, not YouTube, on whatever podcatcher you use.
Rose?
I'm Horngal on Twitter. That's all I got.
And I guess I should say my Twitter. My Twitter's at JOHN_MICHONSKI. John Machonsky. That's me. And thank you so much for listening. We will be back next week with another... Oh, wait, there is one more thing.
What is it?
There is one more thing I forgot to mention. So I'm going to probably do this weekend. So by the time you hear this, it will happen. But we're going to hire some more people. I'm going to make a post about it. But if you're interested in working with us, check out the post, because I have to write it up. But it'll be on our Tumblr, on our Twitter, etc., etc., etc. I would just kind of want, like, some sort of writing sample. Don't write something new if you don't have to. Just give me an idea of how you write. And email it to john@videogamechoochoo.com, and I will see it. And potentially I will get back to you about writing for us. That is something that you can do. So, yeah, we're going to open up for some new hires. Anyway, that should be it. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast next week.